I've had women I've gone out with before who really don't like men that much, and they've been totally objectified by them, and they straight up told me, they're like, I am just using you so that we can have threesomes with super hot girls that you know. And you want to know what I thought about it? Sounds good to me. I don't give a shit.
I have a question for you, for the guys.
Yeah.
My question is what do men like? Like, okay, so there's obviously like this fantasy of like, oh my gosh, like I would love like my girl with another girl. But what is the man's thoughts in a sense where if he does see like, whoa, my wife, or she's really liking this thing, like, but she likes me too, like, whoa, like, you know, that like, is that like a turn on, or is it like, do they get nervous or
Does a man get nervous? Is that what you're asking?
do they get jealous or nervous?
I want to Trey to answer this before me.
Yeah.
Look, I got somebody I talk to and she love women. I say you can have a whole relationship and I will not give a fuck. I travel, I'm busy. Do your thing, enjoy yourself. When I pull up, I ain't even got to be involved. Do your thing, you know what I mean? I'm chilling, and it turned into that. You feel me? When I pull up, it's like they doing their thing, they talking, they got their whole situation. I don't give a fuck. It's like it is what it is. You feel me? Like
when
it's
the woman you're in love with?
I mean, it's a woman that I've been with for a minute, and it's like if she did find a relationship, I don't care at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
If she found a relationship with another man, would you care?
Of course.
Yes, yeah, of course I would. Yeah, of course. I'm out. I'm sliding. I'm out.
So his answer is exactly the same as mine. If I'm dating a girl and she wants to have relationships with other women, I don't mind at all. I'll literally give him my credit card. Absolutely
no. You really don't love her.
Here's the reason why. It's almost like an explanation from physics where you have two different planes that don't meet. Like a lesbian relationship and my heterosexual relationship with her, they're in completely different planes. They're not even in competition. If anything, me letting her have this might make our relationship more fun. But it's the same thing. They always want me to join in eventually because they love me. This is a really big double standard, but it's just very different when a woman is with a woman.
You're not worried about a woman stealing your woman?
Then it was meant to be. Anyone who leaves my company is doing me a favor. Anyone who wants to leave a relationship with me is doing me a favor. Staying in a relationship with me you don't want to be in is not doing me or you a favor. I take my credit card out, spit on it, and charge it to the game. I don't give a fuck. If you want to be with someone else, I have enough abundance in my life for you to leave. And if you found your relationship with a woman to be so fulfilling that you wanted to leave me, even though I was totally fine with it, then says more about you than me. I gave you a safe place to have a relationship. And for whatever reason, it's probably because I'm around so many women who are like that tend to be more attracted to me. Those are the girls who end up wanting to go out with me. And then it works out because I don't like to lie. I never lie. And when I'm dating a woman who's attracted to women, I can just tell them everything and it's totally fine. It's terrific. So what I said before about the 90% thing, I've been objectified. I've had women I've gone out with before who really don't like men that much, and they've been totally objectified by them, and they straight up told me, they're like, I am just using you so that we can have threesomes with super hot girls that you know. And you want to know what I thought about it? Sounds good to me. I don't give a shit. I was totally fine. I'm 2 thumbs up. I don't care. I'm a man. I don't mind being objectified ever. It never bothers me. That's different between men. That's a difference between men and women. I don't care about being objectified.
But what's the distinction between losing your girl to a man and losing them to a woman? Because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
So I will tell you, if I lost her to a man, it would definitely hurt more because my male ego would be in competition with other men. But she would still be the fucking platinum. Cha-ching, charge it to the game. Do not care. When someone cheats on you, they're doing you a favor, unless you take them back, then they're not doing you a favor. But you need to let them go. Guys, abundance. Rule number 3 in MOA, abundance is always the answer. Unless you have a heroin addiction, then it's not the answer. But other than that, abundance is always the answer. You should be able to replace your social life, your girlfriend, and your job in 15 minutes. You should know enough people and have enough abundance where that's not a problem. And when you do, the crazy thing is nobody wants to leave you because you have abundance. It's crazy. I used to tell my ex, I'd be like, if you're going to cheat on me, make sure he's good looking. Do not embarrass me. Okay? Make sure it's some like super hot male model. Do not cheat. And she would get so mad because I wasn't jealous. I didn't get jealous because if she wanted to leave, then it was time to go. That's the only thing. Slavery was outlawed January 1st, 1865. Unless you live in Texas, then it was June 19th, 1865. The last time I checked, it says nobody can own anybody else. If she wants to go, charge it to the game, let her go.
I will tell you that almost every guy I've dated has had my ex flip the chair.
That he's a closet homosexual.
But I think he's just more in his feminine energy, and that's a big.
That's another word for in his feminine energy.
Big chunk of men. They don't like that, but I don't. But I understand it because
I don't understand it or like it. And you want to know the worst piece of scum on the planet? The worst. People I do not abide by. I'm not judgmental, but if your girl brings other women home and you still cheat on her, you are a piece of shit. You are making it worse for me and everybody else. And there is a special place in hell for you next to people who touch children. Bro, you are the worst type of person if you do that. No, if your girl brings women home, you need to if you need to break up with her, but don't cheat on a girl who does that. We should be rewarding that. We should not be punishing that behavior.
Yeah, because the girl told me like her exes didn't like that she brought the girls home. I said, try that with me and see what happens.
Seriously,
And it
let's
went
see what happens.
It
Let's
went
see how that works
I'm
out
like,
for you.
look, all right, bet, come on. So